Another great movie review. Today we are going to be discussing Doctor Strange. Now, I want to start off by saying I know it's been a while since I made a video. I've just been really busy with a lot of stuff, and things have been piling on my plate and lately, and so it's been kind of hard to make a video. But should be back up and running to normal schedule here now, and with that being said, the things that have been making me busy is I am actually starting a web series with my friends, and I won't tell you what it is just yet, um, for the simple sake of we know what we want to do, but we are trying to figure out the direction to go in, and we are basically trying to get it off the ground as we speak. Um, Other than that, it's just been uh, normal stuff like work and uh, sleep, pretty much. Um, but again, I just want to let you guys know that hopefully I will be starting a web series sometime in the near future if everything goes well, if we can get things going the way we want them to go. Other than that, let's go ahead and just get started on with the review. For those of you who have not seen Doctor Strange yet, I would highly recommend going to see it. It is absolutely incredible. I will say it's another smash hit for Marvel. Um, for those of you who do not know the character Doctor Strange, um, his name is Stephen Strange. He is an actual doctor. His backstory is that he is a well-known neurosurgeon, um, one of the best in the world apparently, and he gets into a car accident, and that car accident causes him to lose the use of his hands. And so, that being said, they try to, obviously, he rushed to the hospital, they try to help him, and there is nothing they can do for his hands. He's completely lost the use of his hands. And so he goes from being this rich, hotshot, arrogant surgeon to this basically broke. He spends all of his money trying to find procedures that will help fix his hands, and without any luck. And eventually, he hears of a mystical place to where you can hear, to where people can heal from anything. And so he goes, and over time he meets the Ancient One, who teaches him the ways of magic, and he uses that magic to heal his hands over time. And basically, he becomes over time. Also, he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme. Um, the Sorcerer Supreme is one of the most powerful sorcerers in the Marvel Universe. And so that's basically the gist of Stephen Strange's background. That being said, Stephen Strange is played by Benedict Cumberbatch, and he does the role very, very well. Benedict Cumberbatch has always been a good actor, in my opinion, and that being said, he he plays the role really, really well. And he just fits the role of Stephen Strange really well. The way he can portray the arrogance and the way he can portray the emotion of Stephen Strange just really, really fits, in my opinion. Um, Basically, if I had to give rate the performance of Benedict Cumberbatch in this movie, I'd say it's one of his best movies, besides The Imitation Game. Moving on, The characters in Doctor Strange were absolutely incredible. Um, the personalities, I say, were spot on. All the actors who were chosen to play these characters, whether you agree with them, whether you agree with the choices or not, all these actors portrayed their characters perfectly. They got the personality perfect. Um, that being said, with Doctor Strange, there is a lot of character development, and Benedict Cumberbatch portrays that really, really well, in my opinion. Um, Again, going from being arrogant and snotty in a sense to being humble and wanting to help people for the right reason. And that being said, this movie was basically all I thought it was going to be. It was a really, really good movie. Um, it was very entertaining. The effects were absolutely amazing. Um, the the effects they used for the magic circles and for teleportation circles and such were absolutely astounding. And again, it's some of Marvel's best work, I will say. Um, the plot line, of course, they followed with the plot line they followed they followed the, I guess you want if you would call it, the original comic book storyline, and they followed it pretty well. So the plot, a one there. Um, the villains were also pretty. The villains were also pretty good. Villains were portrayed really, really well by the actors, and just the emotion of the movie was really, really intense. Um, and again, basically, what I'm trying to say here is that you could feel all of the emotions from every single character, not just Benedict Cumberbatch. You can feel emotion from this actor and this actor and this actress, and they gave out the emotion really, really well. So if I had to say, if I had to rate the character emotion, I would say, well, if I had to rate the acting performance, I would say an 8 out of 10 on the acting. Um, that being said, I'm trying, I know I'm kind of repeating myself in some places, but I'm trying not to spoil the movie. I know that I do take a long time in most of my videos, and that's because I try to get every single detail in there, and I also understand that, sometimes people don't want spoilers, sometimes people want spoiler-free reviews, and so I will say I'll be trying to do that. Um, with that being said, um, I will say that, again, Doctor Strange is a complete knockout for Marvel. It's absolutely amazing. The effects are great. Um, if I had to rate the acting is superb. Um, Great choices for the actors. Whether you agree with them or not, I will say they were good choices. Um, if I had to rate this movie, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. The reason I say a 9 out of 10 is because um, there were some in I will say there were some uh, little things that bugged me. Um, some slight things, but honestly nothing too big to mention within this video. Um, well, I will say that I didn't really understand them bringing Dormammu into this movie, right away. But then again, at the same time, now that I say it kind of makes sense because Dormammu is Stephen Strange's greatest enemy, and so it makes sense to bring him into the movie, near the very end. Um, But I will say that since they brought Dormammu into the movie now, it makes me wonder, hey, if Doctor Strange is gonna have, if there's gonna be Doctor Strange 2, who's gonna be his villain there? Um, that being said, again, I will say that Doctor Strange gets a solid 9 out of 10 from me. If you guys have not seen Doctor Strange, I would highly recommend going to see Doctor Strange. And I would also highly recommend reading Doctor Strange comics. They're actually really, really good. That being said, my next video will more than likely be on Rogue One, if I can do it on Rogue One. I honestly don't know at this point, but I will let you guys know. Again, I know obviously Rogue One came out, and I really, really want to do a review video on that one. But again, I will let you guys know about that one. And also, once I have more news on the web series, I'll let you know about that one as well. Until then, guys, again, don't forget to go see Doctor Strange. Don't forget to check out my other videos. In the meantime, also, please like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.